Welcome back to the channel, Squeam Chodes.
So last video, we looked at about 1/20th of two different house tours. We kind of trailed off onto a lot of other things, but you know how it goes over here on this channel. But we did get a recommendation to go look at Jeffree's house, Jeffree Star. As we all know, Jeffree Star is a very tacky person.
I already know, I feel like I generally know what his house looks like. I've seen various things here and there, but I've never seen it in its entirety, I feel like.
Yeah,
I know I'm going to hate it.
So he doesn't have a recent one.
Yeah, this is from a year ago.
This is from last March.
Oh, wow.
But I still think with Jeffree Star, they're all huge. Like we talked about in the last episode, how the extremely wealthy YouTubers get tacky mansions
For clout.
like TV movie mansions. What you think they look like. Jeffree Star is no different.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Hi, we're in quarantine. Come on in, guys. I've been inside for 7 days straight.
I'd also like to add, I've never watched a Jeffree Star video, I don't think. So this is just kind of new for me to see how he interacts with the camera.
Yeah.
Quarantine is real. There is a stay in order for real. What's it called, you guys?
Stay in home order.
No. 6 feet. No, I can't do it. 6 feet. I can't do it, Da Vinci. We gotta be 6 feet away.
This video is gonna honestly
turn into a Jeffree Star video.
Yeah.
It's not going to be about his house. Because, we all know that person who does that around other people. Behavior
all I can see when I'm watching this is imagining myself as one of the friends sitting at the counter watching Jeffree do this.
A different angle, yeah.
And so it's I don't know.
Be who you are.
Somebody,
right?
Yes, I guess. Somebody likes these videos. A lot of people like these videos.
15 million views, pretty good, I feel like.
But for me, I just feel like it's so put on and so...
It's so not real.
Yeah. And it's cringy.
Yeah.
To me. Also, speaking of the house, the kitchen, everybody's talking from across the room and it's just echoing so much. Which, especially for a video, it's like whoever's talking at the time, it's like they're on stage and it almost amplifies everything you do too much. And
That's what I've never thought about it like that.
That coupled with what he's doing on camera, this little run around with the dog thing, it's like...
And, we can look at the kitchen and think, do you like that kitchen? If it's functional?
I prefer a big kitchen.
I wouldn't mind a bigger kitchen, obviously.
I prefer
a big kitchen's not bad. But.
Yeah. I think I like it because I think of it as if you're entertaining people, that's where everybody usually congregates, is a kitchen. Why do people do that?
I don't know. I have no idea. I think it's interesting. It's a neutral space for the most part. A kitchen is. It's not as personal.
Anytime I go to a party, they try to send you to a different room than normal that you would normally hang out in over there, and everybody just eventually gravitates back to the kitchen.
Yeah.
Over the course of the night, two people will be hanging out in the kitchen just talking, and then eventually some other people might walk by and kind of
get involved.
Get involved, and then eventually everybody's up there.
Yeah.
Especially in at basement parties.
Yeah.
Eventually at a point in the night, you're just it's just you and two other people kind of hanging out in the basement. You're like, what the hell? And then you go upstairs and everybody's in the kitchen.
Wow. Okay. The kitchen. Jeffree Star. Okay. We're back on track. Hey, look at us. We got back on track. Jeffree Star house tour.
Oh. This isn't just a house tour. This is being single and quarantined.
He's talking about being single and quarantined.
This is the...
Did you see how many people were at his house? Whoa. That really felt like it came out of nowhere. Wow. That was a guttural burp, huh? Did you smell it?
Jesus.
I'm sorry.
I tried
if you
not
did.
to.
Yeah. So we're onto the right video. We're onto the right video now.
20,
I hope.
20,
I hope.
Like 15, 10, 15, 20 minutes in, we found the right video.
Now, yeah. Here we go.
I had the worst crazy experiences that one day I will share. Hi, the Jeffree Star autobiography. It needs to come soon. I'm proud that I'm so.
Why did it spell Jeff? Why did the caption spell Jeffree like that?
Is that the most common way to spell Jeffree? I feel like they would have.
Maybe in Europe.
I feel like they'd have the most common, like, probably
It's
the most
just
common.
AI, I'm guessing, at this point.
So did they teach AI that Jeffree just spell it
They
that
taught
way?
it specifically. They went to the AI and they're like, hey, make sure that if you hear Jeffree, you spell it this way first. It's the proper spelling. So they told the AI that.
Whoever was programming it.
So they're like, okay, dude. Like, what? It's just, the enunciation affects what is picked up by the AI, I'm guessing.
It needs to come soon. I'm proud that I'm self-made.
I don't know shit about AI. Why am I talking about
We're
AI
so
like
off
that?
topic.
It's insane.
Shane, welcome to the Star Theater.
If I ever get a big house
You'd want a theater.
/ mansion, I do want a theater room.
I will come over to your house. If I ever came into money like that, I would get something that I would stay in for probably the rest of my life. That's something small but usable. That's pretty sustainable.
You can live in the backyard. Get your little tiny
Modular.
house. Get your little tiny house. Park it in the backyard.
You'll have to sell me just a little bit of property.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
glad we figured this out.
yeah,
if we ever
we'll-
come into money.
You can have a little plot of land, and I'll even rip it up and throw some. Because you're gonna want like.
I don't want grass.
Yeah, you're gonna want like sticks and weeds and and some wheat or something.
Sticks and grass and some wheat or something.
Like you're living naturally. Like you're living in the forest. Or I'll just buy a house in front of a forest and you can live back in the forest.
Okay.
Oh my god, I'm like crying! I was like, isn't this so cool?
This is like the dream. I mean, come on.
It's fucking crazy!
Oh my god. Like,
If I knew a friend with a mansion and they didn't let me come over all the time,
They wouldn't be your friend
I'd
anymore.
be mad. I'd be pretty mad.
Or would you still like begrudgingly be their friend so that like you can still go over there every once in a while? But you're just always kind of pissed off that you're not able to be there all the time.
Yeah.
Like at some point he's like, so guess it's time for you to go home now, huh? And you're like, what?
No.
What? Bro, I thought it was cool. I thought you were cool if I came over. You said I could just walk in whenever. Yeah, man, but you've been here for like a week. You haven't left.
I've just been hanging out in the movie theater. You're not using it. So I've just been hanging out down there.
Yeah. But like, don't you want to be in your own space for a little bit? We can hang out tomorrow or the next day. Go home. Take a shower in your own place. Get nice and cleaned up. Sleep in your own bed. And we'll hang out tomorrow.
But I bet you can't even guess which shower I've been using. Because you have so many.
The Jerry shower?
Oh my gosh, you might find me in here just randomly.
Like, how often do you go to all of these spaces? Like, someone could live there and you would never know. If, like, someone was sneaky enough, they could just, like, live around you very easily, I feel like.
For sure. For sure. If I had a house with this many rooms,
Would you hang out in a different... Would you make it a
say
point?
You make a party. You do the thing where you try and move the party, and you see.
Guys, let's go to my cool... this cool room. Let's go down into the dungeon.
It's a little experiment to see which room people can last in the longest compared to
it's a scientific study.
Before they go back to the kitchen.
It's a scientific study.
Yes. So I'll say, we're having a party tonight, but when I let people in, I go, just head down to the wine room and make people hang out.
When people get there, ding dong, and you're down in the wine room, you're like, God damn it. I'll be back in like 15 minutes. Someone's here.
That's why I would have to have a little Jeeves to let people in.
Just at the door all night.
And guide them. And
Guide
them
them.
down the room.
Nice. And then you're ushering people around room to room. You're like, oh, guys, you got to get behind everyone. Start kind of herding them.
What?
Let's go to this room. Like, we got to check this out. Otherwise...
No. 1 room per party.
Oh. Okay. I see my mistake.
If you get people, I wonder if you get people far enough away from the kitchen.
If, like, they won't.
Like a block away.
A block? in the one house? A whole block?
Something like that.
Yeah.
If you get them far enough away that they can't make it back to the kitchen.
They can't make it back.
There's no way to...
So you've got a fridge in this other room?
I'm sure I have
fridges
everywhere. I'm sure I have fridges everywhere.
Of course.
Come in.
People that have like pinball machine rooms, that's the weirdest thing.
You don't like it?
I don't. I feel like if you had like
I don't.
if you had like 1 or 2, I feel like that's
acceptable.
Yeah, that's fine. But there's never gonna be a time. Well,
where everybody's just like intensely like
either everyone wants to play it or
No, I'm next on that one. Hold on. I'm about done. The echoes.
Nobody's
apparently,
hanging out in there. Nobody's hanging out
for very long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One drunk guy by himself wandered.
He wanted, I mean, like his childhood dream was to like own an arcade or something, and he's just like, oh wow, he's in there all night, dude.
Yeah.
He's in there all night. He sleeps in there, and then he maybe sees how much he can get in the morning before Jeffree's like, hey, don't you want to go home?
That whole shtick again.
Yeah.
He used to do that all the time.
Okay.
But if you spin around, there is a 10-person orgy shower.
Oh, okay.
Whoa, you can see Nate from the other side of the shower.
Oh my God, hi.
So when he gets out of the shower, Rylan, it's like you would go out this way and Shane would go out this way and you guys dry off and you meet in the middle later.
See, that was
dude,
too big.
that's too big.
What were you gonna say?
That's tacky.
Yeah, that.
I'm trying to keep that clean. I mean, I hear you every time you get out of the shower, and you're always like, you know what I mean? Like it's hard work to upkeep like glass in a shower.
Well, that's why I say if I ever had like a big house,
No glass in the bathroom.
that's what I always say. No, I would hire somebody to clean the majority of it for me, or all of
Right.
it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hi, we're cooking out all summer here.
Oh my God.
We're a keg.
We're doing repairs.
You should do
excuse the mess.
a Red Bull keg.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh my God!
Well, a Red Bull keg does sound sick. Can you do a keg of that without it getting stale?
I don't know if you could
Do kegs
personally
keep
drink it.
Do kegs keep things fresh? Do
Longer,
kegs
yes.
keep things fresh?
Longer, yeah.
Keep things fresh.
Keep things fresh. Keep things fresh.
I kept saying thing.
Keep things fresh. Keep thing fresh. Yeah, I think it does for a while.
Okay, then it's a good idea.
All right, Jeffrey, I'll give you that one.
You see that? That is a 5,400 square foot barn, and that is my property.
What?
What's in the barn? Is that just a guest house, or like he calls it a barn?
He says it's a
He doesn't
barn.
say it's a guest house. The people who are staying in the
He
guest
just
house.
calls it a barn because like those. Bro, you've been here a while. Don't you want to go home? No. All right, you can stay in the barn. And it's still like this big extravagant, like bigger than your house. You know, like,
With marble floors.
Darn.
Marble floors and shit.
Can't I stay in here? No, the barn's cool though. Okay. You know. Every once in a while, he sees the lights on down there. Something comes down. He's like, "Oh, you're still here?" Like I went home for a while, but like I just love this. I love this environment. Like I've always wanted a friend that I could just hang out at their mansion, and this is pretty cool. So like I did go home. I did go home for a couple days, and you know, really, you'd just been there. You don't actually have another place anymore. You lost it.
Haven't been paying on that place
You've
in
just,
a while.
Yeah, you thought I've got this place now. Fuck it.
Everything in the white fences is all our property, and this is part of our land.
That's
And-
your house?
and it is empty right now. It's fully empty with plumbing, ready for whatever.
See, you can put a little tiny house down in those trees.
Down those trees.
It'll be kind of like the village. Where you'll have your own little plot of land with trees surrounding it, and you can live
As a free man.
in your own little village. And
Village? There's enough land for me to like have other structures, and like I can have other granola people live in the village.
Yeah,
And we have this whole little sustainable thing on the corner of a huge
But
plot
on the
that's got a
out-
huge
on the
mansion.
on the outskirts of the trees. From
We're
the
like,
forest.
we've got like biodiversity. We're like growing our own food. We're fully self-sufficient on the land that you're owning. That's this huge mansion with like the biggest shower you've ever seen and like a swimming pool. It costs like $2,000 a month just to water the grass. But I've got this little corner where it's completely self-sufficient.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
You can have it's like the U.S. government and indigenous people. Like you get your little reservation, bro. It's fucked up. That was fun, right? I thought that was fun.
So that was Jeffree Star's mansion.
If you like this video, make sure you just like subscribe. That'd be cool. Hit that like button.
We're streaming Visage, a spooky, scary game, pretty much every Friday at around 7. If you guys want to come hang out for that.
Check out the podcast when they do go up. If you have any suggestions about like a house tour we should look at and talk about for 5 minutes of a 30-minute video,
Or just
or anything you want us to talk about,
leave it in the comments down below. And we'll see you next time.
see ya. I have to pee so